I quit modeling after what the agent said. He just looked at my hips and bit his lips. I was body shamed. What happened next changed everything. At 17, I forged my mother's signature to attend a prestigious modeling agency casting call. The agency was in a trendy neighborhood in Tribeca where all the stars lived. Meg Ryan, Jennifer Lawrence, Justin Timberlake, John F. K. Jr. at one point. I walked into this stunning apartment with expensive art, beautiful light. A woman behind the desk took my name and directed me to the far corner of the room where a photographer stood on a chair and there were lights everywhere. I wore jeans and a yellow halter top. A man measured me 32 and a half, 25, 34, and wrote something down on a clipboard. He then walked away. Nervously, I checked my stomach and hips and waited. The woman called, looked me dead eye in the face, and said, "Thank you for coming today." I said, "That's it? What's next?" She looked at me, said, "You won't be getting a call back." I asked why. She took off her glasses and said, "The agent chose someone else." But why? I just did not want to take no for an answer. And just like that, she looked at her notes, looked back up, and said, "Listen, lady, the agent thinks your hips are too wide to be a model." I was shocked. I thought I was perfect for the job. It wasn't my weight. I was 104. Or my height at 5'6". It was my hip bones, the hourglass shape that I just couldn't change. Because guess what? You can't shave bones. I quit modeling that day. Think about it. How many times have somebody commented about your body? Your nose being too small or too big? You're too fat? You're too skinny? Can you eat a burger? In my class, the boys called me flat-chested. Not to mention my stepmother said my chest is as flat as a pan. Today, wide hips are desirable, especially on social media. Celebrities like Kim Kardashian celebrate this feature, with many getting butt implants and enhancements of all sorts. Never would have I thought that wide hips would become a trend for the future. Body image standards comes in waves and trends. In the 90s and early 2000s, we saw slender legs, small foreheads, short bobs, and plump lips, which seem to keep getting bigger. Now it's okay for women of all sizes and ages to model. Plus sizes and older models like Mae Musk are making news, whom I admire, by the way. Body shaming, defined as mocking or criticizing someone's physical appearance, is a broader issue, and here are some examples I would like to cover today. Overweight comments. "You're so pretty if you lost some weight. How can you let yourself get so fat? You should try this diet. It worked for me. It worked for my friend who tried to lose weight. You're really packing on some pounds, aren't you?" And by the way, I've also said this, especially to my father after he gained weight. So we all do it, consciously or subconsciously. Underweight comments. "You look like a skeleton. Are you eating enough? You need to put on some meat on those bones." Criticizing specific body parts. "You have a big nose. Your fingers are bony and gross. Your hips are too wide." Judging eating habits. "Are you really gonna eat all that? You should eat less, girl, if you want to lose weight." Oh, this is my favorite. Negative comparisons. "You don't have the body for modeling like she does. You'd look better if you had a figure like that." Unsolicited health advice. "You'd be much healthier if you lost some weight. You should really start thinking about going to the gym." Mocking physical features. "Your acne is so bad, do you ever wash your face? Your legs are too short. You look kind of funny in those pants." Oh, and clothing critique. "That dress would look good on you, but since you gained a little bit of weight, it doesn't fit you very well." Or, "You should dress your age," or, "That dress would look better on someone thinner. Those shorts aren't flattering on your body type." Age-related comments. "You should dress your age. You shouldn't be wearing that mini skirt. You're too old for that." Hair and skin tone. "You'd look better if you dyed your hair. You need to stay out of the sun. Your skin is too dark." Fitness and athletic ability. "You're too weak to play sports. No one wants a lazy person on their team." How many of these have you heard, and how many of these have you actually believed? Did you quit on your dreams too? I continued to model, this time as a face model for Linda Mason, who's a supermodel and artist based in New York, and she's worked with many supermodels. I even landed in Cosmopolitan magazine. And modeled for Missy Elliott. I wore this jean jumpsuit for her Pepe Jeans line. I need to find the picture somewhere, probably in a shoebox, because back then we didn't have iPhones. Honestly, I knew I wouldn't be a successful model, though I had the drive and the looks. I was in the right place in New York City, but at the wrong casting call. Stories like these happen all the time in the modeling world, and God bless the women who aren't deterred by them. If I could speak to my 17-year-old self, I would say, try again, my dear, and don't give up on your dreams. Positive self-image and respect for all should be a staple part of the curriculum in school and at the dinner table. Without it, one event can change the course of a girl's life and crush her self-esteem. She may never accept herself or understand the beautiful soul that she is. Share this video with anyone struggling with body image. Remember, be the girl you want to be, not who someone else tells you to be. In the next episode, I'll share a memory from college. My friend and I dared each other to see how long we can go without eating, inspired by an article about a Brazilian model who died after just eating lettuce and drinking Coke for several months. We didn't think it was possible, but we tried it anyway and learned painfully 3 lessons that changed our view of our bodies. Make sure to subscribe so you catch that episode. My pan is in the background. So I'm in my kitchen and I'm gonna prepare a smoothie right before I start recording because it will help me stay energized. I love my almond milk, ground flaxseed, spirulina. I'm always vitamin D deficient, so I always have spirulina in my shakes. Yes, I've learned to love avocados. Pigeons crooning. Do pigeons croon? So sorry about that, they're loud. Peanut butter. I started eating a banana and I didn't finish it. I'm so weird with bananas. Half a banana in my shake. All right, so I throw it in. Half an avocado, throw that in there. Actually, I'm squeezing it. Kind of gross, but I'm weird. Now, yes, my light is still on the counter. These pigeons are very loud. I don't particularly like them, but it comes with living in a penthouse apartment. So about a teaspoon, 1 tablespoon or a spoon of this as well. Any ideas on how to get rid of pigeons in your vent? Let me know. And my banana that I started eating. I'm a little bit messy though. I'm dressed up. And one of these. Wow. Oh my God. When you put peanut butter in the fridge, it's a little hard. Throw that in there. I don't think that's enough. Camera low. Oh, so much better. And I'm gonna do another 1 teaspoon. I do 2 teaspoons or 1 tablespoon. Then, see, it's so pretty. This will get me through the recording. The worst thing is when you're recording and you're hungry. Shut up, pigeons. They're so loud. Now you don't hear the pigeons. This is what it looks like. Spirulina is really tough. Sometimes it gets stuck on your, I don't know what this is called, blender. I have one of these glasses. Bear with me with the pigeons. I secretly love the color green, so I absolutely love having a green smoothie. Live, dream, work, imagine, laugh, and love. See, green. I love green. Even my floor mats are green. My table mats. Amazing.